There was actually 3 replacements. So I was the first replacement. Then we had, I think this season had the most girls go home ever in Bad Girls Club history.
Now, were they sent home or did they go home?
Well, yeah, because if you hit somebody, you get sent home.
Oh, that's right. Mm-hmm. Now, what happens on the reunion when you hit somebody?
Well, nothing.
Do you get invited back for another season?
If they decide to, I mean, people have threatened to press charges and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like the girl that I hit, she's like, I'm going to press charges. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, and then we'll just bring all the footage of you doing horrible things to me. It'll never go anywhere.
Right.
So,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But when I did leave Jamaica, they thought that I went home, but really I went back to the house. So when they came back from Jamaica, I was there, and they weren't expecting that, so that made them very angry.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they just basically were horrible to me for the next 48 hours. I just couldn't take it anymore. I tried to go to bed. They would be screaming at me from the top of the stairs, throwing. One of the girls had their period, and they had. Yeah, here it goes. Here it comes.
Yours holy shit.
And had, for some reason, thought it was okay to put used tampon applicators back in the box, which was on top, instead of in the garbage, which was on top of the toilet, and they threw those on my bed while I was sleeping.
Now, I mean, obviously it's the Bad Girls Club, so they're counting on everybody misbehaving and getting into trouble. When they cast for that, do they... I mean, what is that process like? Because do they want you to tell them stories about you being a bad girl? Do you have to prove to them that you're a bad girl to get on the show?
I think it's funny because whenever I talk to people that, people will email me or Facebook me and ask me, what advice would you give? I'm like, just be yourself. I went in there completely myself, and that's why I ended up on the show. These casting directors have cast thousands of people. They're experts. They can see right through you if you're being fake. And I think, a lot of people now... especially this season, I've noticed people just trying to act bad. Does that make sense?
Right.
Being excessively crazy, excessively violent. It's just be yourself, And what makes me a bad girl is I don't take crap from anybody. And I think I was myself 100% on that show the entire time. And, people said I was weak or whatever because I didn't go out hitting or swinging. But, I wanted to remain myself. And I think I did a good job of that, portraying that. But as far as the casting goes, I just went in there and you tell stories. They want to know about your life. They want to know about sex. They want to know about dating. They want to know the craziest thing that's ever happened to you. All sorts of stuff. You're just honest, yeah.
Yeah. And then how long was the process for you to get
Oh, my goodness.
When you went in, did you have to go in a couple of times?
I first sent in an application with photos, and then, first you send in photos and a brief bio, then they send you back the application if they're interested. So the application is 15 pages or something like that.
Wow.
Crazy. And then I sent the application back, and I got called for an on-camera interview, so I went up to LA because this is when I was living in San Diego.
Right.
Went up to LA for an interview, and then got called back again for finals, and then I had to go up there again. I have another on-camera interview, psych test, IQ test, make sure you're not completely psychotic kind of thing.
And they probably do a background check.
Yeah, I mean everything. Everything. And then you just wait, and you get a call
How long
either
did you have
way.
to wait for?
Oh my gosh.
Like a month?
It was a month, yeah. Yeah. It was weird though. I always knew, as soon as I went through finals, I knew I wasn't going to be part of the original cast. I always knew I was going to be an alternate. I don't know why. I just knew.
That's interesting.
But the way they cast is they want to have good alternates. They want to have people that are going to bring a bang when they come in. Right. So even if you would have been great in the original cast, they want to make sure they don't have weak replacements either.
Right.
Character-wise, so... Would
you advise anybody else to do reality TV after the experience yourself?
Yeah, I had a great time. I would do it again. It would have to be a different show.
Right.
But, yeah,
Did you get an agent and all that stuff now?
Yeah, I've got a little someone to my right over here.
Oh! Eric's slowly branching out.
Yeah,
look at this entrepreneur. That's nice.
Does a little bit of everything.
My company does a lot. I got to give a lot of credit to the company.
Awesome.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can I ask 2 questions? Who's tougher, the girls on the Bad Girls Club or the girls from Jersey Shore? And
Nuzzy, good question.
she gave you a look.